Okay, we are on Mega Random, which, judging by the map, is, yeah, it's pretty random. Not too crazy, but it's an interesting looking map. Anyway, we have Salette in blue, who's playing as the Burmese, an interesting civ, which are, you know, not a one-trick pony, but we see kind of the same thing from them often. On the other side, we have a Clown Legion player, so these are the elite arena clowns. JonSlow, he is playing as the Goths, so I think both civs here with they'll both want to go to Castle Age, right? Because the Burmese player will want to go for his Arambai, which is their strongest thing, and then the Goth player will want to go up and get to the Goth spam, right? Anyway, I want to talk about the map a bit. We just have this big barren region in the middle, so most of this map just doesn't have anything on it. You see forward elephants from both players, so that's obviously part of the generation. Forward gold for both players, and yeah, it's a weird map. It's a weird map. Not too much stone. Each player has two tiles of two tile stones, let's say. But we see two main gold piles for each player. Three even. Just in different location. No, what? Yeah. They both have two main golds, let's say, and one secondary gold. So everyone should have plenty of gold. I like JonSlow's map a bit better just because he's in the corner. He can actually wall himself off the front if he wants to, or wall towards his TC, and still have safe wood, safe gold, safe stone, safe food as well. Whereas Salette, he can kind of make a smaller little neat wall for himself here, but will be limited in resources as the game goes on. But yeah, really nothing in the middle here. So you'd wonder to what extent like taking map control is important, and the relic situation is crazy. We have pairs of relics all along the sides here on this right hand side, and then just one pair on the left. So definitely a strange generation, as we see some walls coming up already for Salette. All right, and also just 4 berry bushes as he's going for his forward boar, which I like. Probably hasn't scouted his back boar yet. No, he has. He's done a good job scouting his base. Has Mr. JonSlow. Has Salette done the same? Yeah, all good. So let's see what they're going to go for. They're quite far away from each other, and again, it's just barren wasteland in the middle. So we'll see how this actually progresses. This could be quite interesting. Like, are they going to just fight for the sides, kind of? Or do they all have enough resources in their base to take it to Imperial Age, Late Castle Age anyway? And it just becomes about a big push down the middle. But let's see. Let's see how it goes. No idle TC time for either player. Oh, it was more than 4. No, it's just 4. It's just rearranged weirdly in terms of berries. Okie dokie. Yeah, so nothing crazy happening so far. Barracks coming up now for JonSlow, and he is on 16 population, so it's kind of an early barrack, so I guess we're going to assume he's going for men-at-arms aggression, or maybe he's just doing that for fun. See how that pays off for him. But he's not making them. Oh, they have a camel as their scout. Okay, that's interesting. Second boar goes down, and he's trying to scout his opponent with his camel, but he hasn't found anything yet. I think he's just realized that it's just desert in the middle, so it's nice that they have their camels. This is more like Arabia. This is what should be called Arabia, and actual Arabia should be called just, I don't know, pain in the ass, shitty woodline map. There you go. As we see the camel go down. Rip to the camel, but he did his job. He did find his opponent. Obviously, these camels can't attack, but yeah. I think he's centered in on where his opponent might be. He's seen this main gold. Yeah, and he's just going to wander around, and yeah, I think he's going to be completely fine. Just wander around the edges, to see what kind of buildings have come up. Both guys going up at pretty much the same time, so no one going to take too much damage early on. Alright, yeah, as we see men-at-arms now, not men-at-arms, well, they're going to be men-at-arms probably. We see militia, he's now got 5 militia. Well, 2 in the queue, 3 already made, and he's gonna get those up to men-at-arms probably. And yeah, we're gonna see a militia battle in the middle of the map if they ever meet each other, but they might just be passing each other in the middle of the desert. But the camel has spotted this, so Salette will know exactly what's coming, but JonSlow probably not so much. But these guys are heading directly for the barracks. So what's the logic in this exactly? I'm not sure. As we see these guys come out, who's going to get the men-at-arms upgrade first? They both clicked at pretty much the same time, so I think we're just going to see a kind of back and forth here. No one's going to take too much damage. Archer range now coming up for JonSlow. I think that's a good move. Yeah, just wants to wait till he gets the upgrade. Doesn't know that his opponent has clicked it as well, but yeah. Has more men-at-arms, so should theoretically take a better fight. The camel can't really get involved. We see men-at-arms for both players, and it looks to me like Salette will have to go home. He has added an archer range himself though, and will start to bring archers into the game. Archer range not yet up for JonSlow, so let's just see how this goes. Just getting these guys now a bit vulnerable. Archer out now, maybe can consider taking a fight. He doesn't have fletching yet, so it's gonna be about micro here. This one goes down. Okay, Goths taking good trades here, but yeah, these guys are just gonna trade away with each other. Archer coming out here. Yeah, these guys could maybe harass a little bit, but no, he's gonna run away. He's gonna run away. Gonna build up some archers and maybe bring come across the field later on. As we see him going for, well, he has a blacksmith, but he's not going for fletching. Just 3 on food as well, so very heavy on gold. So I'm not sure what that's about. 7 on gold seems like a lot for this stage of the game. Maybe we'd expect him to put a few more around his TC. But yeah, these archers coming forward now are just going to be countered immediately by these 2 archers. Fletching is coming in though, but one of these is quite weak, so JonSlow should still be fine with just these 2 archers. Obviously, I don't think anyone's going to do any damage to each other. This stage of the game is very likely to go to Castle Age, and I think both players will kind of be wanting that to happen. That's what I was mentioning already early on in the game, that both these civs are not particularly strong in the early game and really shine in Castle Age. So let's see how it goes. Arambai probably going to be coming out for Salette, so we're going to keep an eye and see if he moves out to stone. Again, not so much stone out here. 350 and 350, so enough for 2 castles, which is fine. But he'll need to get all of it, right? In terms of stone, the rest of the map, yeah, there's stone all the way around here, so it's pretty fine. And all these relics out here, like it's a lot of relics, it's a lot of gold potentially. But I'm not sure if anyone has scouted that. Just gonna check if they actually have. No, no one scouted it there. And oh yeah, the Burmese player can see all of them, right? So that's huge. I didn't mention that. Didn't realize that immediately. The Burmese player can see all of the relics, so that's massive. I wouldn't be surprised at all if we just see him immediately go out with like 2 or 3 monks and just gather all of these up. It's unlikely that the Goth player is going to go for a light cab to try and counter it already. The Goth player doesn't see any of these relics. He sees 2 out here and probably thinks, oh, 2 relics, that's amazing. But yeah, he doesn't spot the rest of them, so let's see. We see archers with fletching now coming out across the map. Good positioning here for Salette, just where he's vulnerable. Everywhere else is walled, so he'll be able to defend perfectly well from this with his 2 skirmishers mixed in with his archers. So yeah, I don't think anyone's going to take any damage here at all unless there's some massive blunders. No one should be getting into anyone's bases. Don't think there's any holes here. I've been wrong before though. I think it was a Salette match I was casting. Yeah, it was Salette and there was a hole in his wall and it was just a disaster. I think that's up on YouTube. Okay. JonSlow is going to see that his opponent is fully walled, and we see some interesting walls here and a tower in defense from JonSlow instead of just walling all the way. Yeah, I really think he could have just got a wall all the way across the side of the map, but look, it's a big wall. It's a big commitment in terms of wood, especially if you're going for archers and trying to be aggressive. But yeah, these guys just got to hang out here, and I think he's just going to send them home. I don't think he's really got much potential to do any damage here, as we see the walls now just being finished here. One thing that I did recently that was really, I thought it was very smart, but you know, like the pro players, like they build their walls towards their TC, so if anyone runs in, like you can just shoot them with their TC. A guy I was playing went scouts, and I left like gaps beside my TC like that, and I think he had 6 scouts, and I garrisoned pretty much in time. Like say his scouts got to here as they were running past, garrisoned in time and like took one of the scouts down to low HP, but they're like 5 full HP scouts got into my base. So yeah, don't, maybe against scouts don't do that. Against archers I think it makes sense. So it's not a universal that it's just a good thing to do that. If you're against scouts, wall your base. It's the lesson. Alright, as you see, the archer's back here for some reason. Yeah, maybe I think that he's a bit vulnerable here, so yeah, if he's going to be somewhere in his base, he should go here where he's vulnerable, so I like that. He is walled on the other side. Good positioning. As we see, Castle Age on the way now for Salette. Skipped wheelbarrow, but JonSlow is getting wheelbarrow, and once that is complete, he will probably just garrison his TC and then click up. Yeah, needs to get some gold. Yeah, now he can click up. So happy days. Salette feels that he's perfectly defended at home and will try come across the map to get some damage. Again, this could be vulnerable. I mean, he might take some damage to his army, but he could snipe some bills here for sure. No one has the second armor upgrade, but maybe Salette wants to wait. He's going to do the thing that we see a lot of pros do and just hide in a corner until Castle Age and then get his upgrades faster, and then with the like tiny window power spike that he has with crossbow, try and get a few kills. This is vulnerable. Even though JonSlow has his army here, it's still vulnerable. Does he see this coming? Yes, he does. Crazy vision there. Did he get Town Watch? It's nuts. Market with huge range there. So he sees this army. Yeah, maybe when he sees his opponent has clicked up, he might think about reinforcing this with more archers. He has more archers queued and probably just wants to send them over here. Nothing sneaky happening around the map. Salette, yeah, probably just wants to go around here and confirm the walls. Like, he has to assume that it's completely walled at this stage. Is getting the upgrades, but now I think he's out of position, honestly. I would have preferred him to wait on this hill, get the upgrades, and then just like charge attack these guys here. But elects not to go for that in the end, and maybe it's the better decision. I don't think he's going to get in over here unless there's a hole. There's no hole here, as far as I can tell. There could be any amount of holes in this little section. If you've played a game with lots of fucking hills, like there could be a hole between the back two, between the front two, like, yeah. In that kind of situation, it's impossible to tell. Okay, he's going to make his own hole and just go in. But his opponent has already got up to Castle Age and will have the upgrades soon, and he's able just to drag all his villagers away. I don't think there was any villagers here anyway. But yeah, I don't think he's going to get any damage here, honestly. It's a blunder by JonSlow if Salette can get any damage. Upgrades are in now. Is getting ballistic, so he's going to be able to just mop this up with a tiny amount of micro. He has to keep his villagers safe. He's doing a good job garrisoning here. He's going back here, maybe trying to hide his army. What does this guy see? Sees villagers, sees them being garrisoned, doesn't see the army yet, doesn't see the army yet, doesn't see the army yet. Now he sees the army and runs away. Okay, so you see JonSlow was trying to debate him in, right? JonSlow knew, like, okay, I'm probably going to have the edge on this guy in terms of upgrades, and he's trying to hide his army, but now, yeah, he saw it, so he has to run away. Camel's here. Camel goes down, so now he definitely knows where he is. The camel doing some good scouting there until his last moment. Yeah, and Salette will have to run away. JonSlow, I was just saying, he got ballistics, which kind of, you get ballistics instead of putting down a TC, so his second TC is going up a little bit later, and with a lot of builds on wood only. Maybe would have preferred to see it here on the gold and the wood, but look, still on 2 wood lines, so it's completely fine. As we see this mangonel coming up, does he see the mangonel? Does he see the mangonel? Big shot and good dodge from JonSlow. Great play. Great play by him there. Great micro by both guys. The addition of the mangonel obviously making a lot of sense. He can pressure the walls, and he's going to probably going to force some siege out of his opponent. I don't think he can just defend this with crossbow. But the thing is that he can't defend this with crossbow, but he can defend it with only siege, which means that his army can sneak around, right? So good play by JonSlow. I think a lot of players would try and keep all their archers back here and just be like, yeah, I'm going to keep my archers to defend this, but it's like, nope. Salette should trade much better here with the mangonel and with this army, so it's the correct decision by JonSlow to sneak around. He's going to see that there's all these relics now, and in the meantime, Salette has been a sneaky boy and is going out with all of these monks to get the relics, using his bonuses. So fantastic play there, just using his civ bonuses to try and get the relics. And these guys will go down. Well, that guy, well, wow, should go down. Should definitely go down. All the monks have to run away. Mangonel coming across. And yeah, JonSlow's still back in his base, making a mangonel. Now he's out on the field. It's like, yeah, okay. Boom. Nope. Needs to be careful. Good shot by Salette. Okay, so we need some micro from JonSlow. Okay, move forward. Does a split on one side and then splits with the other. Move. I think just move within the minimum range is what you do here. I don't think you need to be spread out as much. As another mangonel comes out, and that's a big shot. These guys are going to get sandwiched. So JonSlow wasting his army. I know he got some kills with the monk, but the relics are close anyway. I think he's just dragging these monks over to try and get conversions. This is what he should have done the first time. Just get within the minimum range and micro it down. Doesn't go for it. And now I think... Well, yeah, Salette has just taken map control. By... Well... Yeah, that was quite strange. So JonSlow being too adventurous. Was the correct decision to move out, but he just... Yeah, he walked into a very dangerous area. Maybe he could have just hung around here and camped the relics a bit, but again, he doesn't know how many relics there are out on the field. And Salette now will just be banking relics. You can see here he already has 4 in the bottom right corner. And these guys are all going to go down. So JonSlow, what's he thinking to himself? Probably thinking Huskarls would be pretty good about now. His opponent has siege and crossbow, so yeah, pretty natural, pretty natural. No one going for stone though, which is a bit strange. As you see the monk escaping with 1 HP with that relic, so he's getting the relics on the left as well. Yeah, all these monks coming over just like passing each other. Yeah, third TC coming up now in this nice little area for JonSlow. On stone as well, so he has to be thinking and getting more gold out here. Has to be thinking about Huskarl, honestly. At this stage, like your goths, you're probably thinking about it all the time anyway. But play into your strength. If Arambai come out, I'm honestly not sure how Arambai will do against the Huskarls. I think they probably melt to the Arambai. I think the Huskarls will die there, depending on how many Arambai he gets out. But Salette, yeah, just expanding his eco now out to this wood. He's going to have a crazy amount of gold because of all the relics. He now has 8. He has 8 and there's still more on the map, so the monk's just going around to try and get all the relics. How many relics is he gonna end up with? As yeah, this is brutal. Oh man. So Salette well and truly in the driving seat. As you see, this monastery will probably go down. He needs to delete that or he's gonna lose the wood. Oh, that's painful. It's painful for JonSlow, honestly. Yeah, so a sick amount of relics here. Oh my god, 9 relics. So he's just gonna be banking gold the whole time, and it'll definitely... Look at his gold count already. He's able to sell a bit and click up. Yeah, perfect. So yeah, a bit not sloppy, but diving in is Mr. Salette after taking out this, and now he's trapped in here with a mangonel. So these guys might go down. Instead, JonSlow takes a nice 1-for-0 there with the mangonel. So good play. Will these guys go down, as all the relics are now in the hands of a monk or in a monastery? Villager might go down here. I think you cut your losses here, Mr. Salette, and get out of dodge, and then just try and build up your army in some other way. Be prepared for Huskarls. Oh, I thought be prepared for Huskarls, but he's not going to stone. So what is JonSlow going for here? He's just going for mangonel defense? Okay, now he's going out to stone. But what's the logic of putting a camp there? Just take it to the TC. Anyway, I don't know. Okay, he just wants to be super efficient. Again, he has to mine pretty much all of this to have enough for a castle. So maybe too little too late. As you see redemption coming in for Mr. Salette. Obviously this makes sense because he just has so much gold. It's stupid. 14 relics. Have you ever seen 14 relics? My god. And 1 player with all of them, so Burmese just coming in absolutely clutch here. Might say it's a civ win for this particular map, but he's playing crossbow against the goths. Okay, now we see him getting bloodlines, so maybe gonna switch into knights. Or maybe go for Arambai. We see him banking enough stone to go for Arambai. Going out to here for this stone, so yeah, definitely wants to get his castles up. Arambai probably the way to go here. Could also go with knights, cavalier if he wanted to. They're kind of strong for Burmese, as we see redemption monks dodging, just tanking shots from mangonels. And now this is going to be annoying. He's going to be able to come forward and convert all of these buildings as well, so that's just going to be horrific. I wouldn't be surprised if JonSlow is just like, this is so annoying, I don't want to play this game anymore. But he's well used to the the monk micro as these guys pop out and try and get some hits, but this guy goes down. You can now try and convert this again. Yeah, interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. I think you should try and convert again. You see a castle, the first castle coming up for Salette, and another, and the castle now up for JonSlow. Salette going for cavalry, which I think is a decent enough play, but obviously the goth spam can convert into can transition into halberdier spam as well. He's getting his scale mail armor upgrade, but I would prefer to see Arambai, honestly. I know he's getting his upgrades, and maybe he's just gonna get such a big power spike because he's in, but he doesn't have enough cavalry on the field yet. He hasn't made any, so I'm not sure exactly how this is gonna work out for Mr. Salette. Maybe he'll regret not going for Arambai, but he just has so much gold that if he has a big food eco, he can just spam the cavalier all day. But the goths can spam pikemen all day as well. We see this Mangonel coming over, gonna try and get some damage on the vills. Will take a good shot, but no vills go down. Does force some idle time on that gold though, as the tower will probably take out the Mangonel eventually. Okay, so Salette now spreading his eco all the way out here. Monks converting houses, converting blacksmiths, converting everything, just running in. And JonSlow got to be feeling pretty annoyed here. I wonder if like people like clowning JonSlow because he's an arena clown. Converting villagers now. Crossbow being annoying is up, and we're seeing the first Huskarls come out, but maybe it's too late. Maybe it's too late. And yeah, GG is called. 14 relics, eh? You think a goths could mount a comeback in that situation? Against 14 relics, I don't know how much gold that is per minute, but it's probably a lot. 14 relics is probably a lot of gold per minute. He just had 5 on gold, and it felt like, yeah, he was able to get spam of, what's that, 5 stable cavalier spam. So yeah, a strange map, definitely random. Yeah, that was bizarre.